Hey guys, I am back with another video. Oh my god. It's been a while. It's What If Senpai. Wait, no, it's not What If Senpai. It's Manga X here with another video. And I think I'm not sure how many people did read my live stream, but I'm doing things differently now. I'm getting rid of certain stuff that I used to do, and I just don't want other things to happen like this. So who's ready to get on with another with these years? Oh my god. Okay, today we'll be doing what if Naruto had the rinnegan, and I was thinking like along the lines of making him have it like after the pain attack, but I realized I've tried it before. I'm not really good at doing that, so let's see how I can make Naruto OP at the beginning. So let's start the video. Let's start at how Naruto will get the rinnegan first before I go into the story. And the way I'm going to explain it is that Naruto was nearly died at the beginning, nearly died from the QB. Like QB when Minato and Kushina miscalculated, and the Sage of Six Paths had to step in and make sure Naruto didn't die. So in reviving Naruto, Naruto pulled chakra from him. Pulled the chakra from him when he was bringing him back to life. The chakra that was coming in back into Naruto, it absorbed some of the Sage of Six Paths, allowing him to have the ability to get the rinnegan, basically. But Naruto will need to awaken it, or he would need to be in a big enough emotional stress for it to activate. So yeah. So we skip forward, let's say, a few years, and Naruto is walking in the village and just minding his business. He's walking along the village, walking down the road, and he looks across and he sees the Ichiraku ramen stand. It's there. He sees Chunin and some Jonin enjoying a good miso ramen, and then he looks at the palm of his hand, seeing the leisurely amount of money that he has in his hand, and he realizes that he can't buy it. So instead, Naruto goes out and goes into the forest and starts hunting, actually training and hunting, catching fish, throwing rocks at targets in the practice of kunai, because Naruto doesn't have enough money to buy kunai because fourth Hokage. Anyways, I mean the third Hokage. He goes around in the village just doing his thing, like how Naruto always is, not really minding people. He goes deeper into the forest when he finishes cooking his fish, and being full, he goes deeper into the forest. As he goes deeper, there's a slope, like there's the land, and just goes down, but he can't see what's there, so he runs over and checks on it, and he sees a red cabin. I think I could find it. So okay, hold up. I think I could find it. Let me see if I don't you know what, I'm not gonna try to find. I'll just show you guys in the next video, so let's not worry about that. Okay, so Naruto goes down there. Okay, so those who watch the Road to the Ninja movie, then that, you know, the broken down house where Minato, Jiraiya, and all of those people trained, it's basically there. That's what it is. Okay, if you don't understand what I was talking about, that's what it is. And Naruto decides, hold up. Naruto decides to go and check down there. He goes in and into the abandoned house because it's a little run down. Like he can tell stuff is still working, but it's not. It's functional, okay? So he goes and walks around, moving some stuff, and just he would really like to live in a big place like this because it's big. It's really big, but his apartment is not really much. So Naruto goes back home and lays in his bed. He thinks about his life. He thinks of how kind of meaningless it is. He has no parents, he has no friends, he has no money, and it just saddens him. And this is where he remembers something. He remembers how the villagers look at the third Hokage. They look at him for strength, for inspiration. And the third Hokage has money. The third Hokage had parents. And the third Hokage is strong. And people care about him. Naruto sees all these things and thinks that if he could be like that, if he can get to that status, then everything would be okay. And this is where Naruto's dream of being Hokage sparks. This is where it came from. So let's time skip a few ahead of time to when Naruto saved Hinata, but it's gonna be a little different because note when you it's the butterfly effect. When you change one thing, everything is gonna change. Even if the point where it changed shouldn't make sense for everything changing. Everything before the change happened. So let's say there's one timeline there. If this is the main timeline and something gets switched up, it can even affect the past. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? If you understand what I'm trying to say, that's what I'm trying to say. So it affected the past. So Naruto was walking around because it's winter in the village and it's snowing. And he heard some boys yelling. And he ran over to see two girls on the floor. He can hear the boys calling them a freak. A Hyuga freak. And Naruto runs over and shouts, "Leave them alone." And Naruto just does Naruto things. But something happens differently than in canon. Naruto, when it was fighting off the boys, for some reason his eyes blew a purple color and he punched one of the boys in their face and it sent him flying. This is because Naruto's chakra was riled up and he was really emotional because he was getting his ass stomped in. But beyond that, Naruto looked at this and the guys were kind of scared because they didn't know. Their parents did tell them to stay away from Naruto, but they didn't listen, and now they think that Naruto's some kind of monster. So all of them ran and just left. Okay, so Naruto turns back and he realizes his scarf is all mashed up, and he really liked that scarf. But Hinabi and Hinata, which is the two Hyuga girls, came over and said sorry for them causing his scarf to get mashed up. Naruto said it's no problem, and he ran off. And they asked him what to do with the scarf. He says just keep it, and they blush as he ran off. Naruto then enters the academy after, so another time skip. Naruto enters the academy, and he's not really good at anything, to be perfectly honest. He's not horrible like he normally would be in canon, but he's not remarkable. There's nothing remarkable about him. He's average to like everybody else. Like he's a GOAT, but like kind of mid, to be honest. But there was one day Naruto was fighting Sasuke, and Sasuke was fighting him, and Naruto got riled up again. His emotions spiked up again, and he punched Sasuke, but not just punched him, but copied every move that Sasuke had to make throughout that fight. So when Sasuke was actually fighting with skill, not actual skill, but he was fighting with like an actual fighter, Naruto was just falling, but Naruto copied his actions and fought Sasuke. And he won for the first time ever. And the girls were not happy. They didn't even celebrate Naruto's win. They were just saying how he cheated. But Naruto didn't care. He won against Sasuke for the first time. So when he came back to fight him again the next year, the next sparring time, he failed. Because it was only because of him, of the rinnegan, that he won. But he hasn't activated the rinnegan yet, so it didn't work. So the time skip happens, and Naruto takes the test and he fails because I don't think the rinnegan improves chakra control necessarily. It just enhances it, but the Nine Tails actively is disconnecting Naruto's chakra, so it doesn't really matter what the rinnegan, the docile rinnegan that Naruto has right now does. It's just not gonna work because, well, it's not gonna work. Okay. So Naruto then. So after him failing, he goes to Mizuki again. He goes to Mizuki and after going to Mizuki, he lets all of his frustrations out on how he feels Iruka. He did everything right. There was nothing particularly wrong. And Iruka still failed him. And he can't understand why Iruka did that. Basically, Mizuki said what he said in the original canon. But pause. You know how it's weird that I cannot remember like half these niggas' names in Naruto, but I can't remember who exactly Mizuki is. And he only in the manga shows up once, and for that one arc, and in the anime he only shows up for this one filler arc that is not even good. It's just kind of mid. But I digress. And if you really think about it, he's such such integrated character into Naruto, and he's such integrated into Naruto's character. Without him, he would have never known he was a Nine Tails through Cherokee until much later, which is crazy to think about. But beyond that, let's get back to the video. So Naruto still steals the scroll, but he's running away, feeling like he's feeling nervous because although he did take out the Hokage, technically, he know he stole something. And if this is a test, if he fails this again, he is probably not gonna get another chance. So Naruto is panicking, and with panic comes his emotions rising up again. Now, Naruto isn't doing nothing active right now, but his body is active. His rinnegan, his docile rinnegan, is kind of active right now. So Naruto stops and he sits down and starts opening the scroll to learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Now, he learns the Shadow Clone Jutsu, practicing it, blah blah blah. And now let's skip to the Mizuki fight. Now it goes to canon, but the only difference is when Iruka jumps in front of Naruto. Naruto actually thinks Mizuki is going to die and now Naruto's emotions are riling up, like at its max now. It's riling up and it's overflowing. Naruto is panting, he's sweating, his hands, his palms are sweaty, and his eyes are not burning, but they have a stinging sensation. He's panicking, and then Mizuki tells him about the Nine Tails. This tips Naruto's over. Naruto's yells a roar into the air, and it's just so. It's not even the yell of a Nine Tails. It's just Naruto's pure frustration. But that frustration awakens his rinnegan. Naruto's eyes turn purple, and a chakra just flows through Naruto. It just flows through his body, and it just strengthens everything about him. Naruto gets up, almost like he was being controlled by something, like he was being possessed. His arms being limp. He stands up, but when he looks up at Mizuki, all he could see was a purple in his eyes. He couldn't see the iris. He couldn't see his actual eyes. All he saw was purple because everything was being shadowed. Naruto stood up and crossed his hands, creating the shadow clone jutsu. Thousands of clones appear into the trees and says, "This is your last day, Mizuki," and everything goes again after that. Now Naruto's eyes, or he has a rinnegan, and the third Hokage eventually comes, but Naruto is tired. He used 1,000 shadow clones, and his rinnegan went docile again. It's not so. Okay, so let me explain this. Naruto's rinnegan is his, like it's physically his. Like he was born with it. So it's not like Nagato's or Madara's. Actually, I was gonna leave this to further on, but Naruto's rinnegan is empty. And what do you think I mean by empty? I mean as in it doesn't have a rinnegan ability, because it was not made through the conventional means, with it being a Sharingan at first, then turning into Mangekyo. It was just a straight rinnegan. So Naruto will he will eventually have a rinnegan ability. I'm not gonna tell you how I'm gonna give it to him, but eventually he will have it. So Naruto will eventually have a rinnegan ability, but he doesn't have it right now. Just note that, and it's not a. I just wanted to make sure. But Naruto's rinnegan is more like the Sharingan now, because he can turn it off and on, just like the Byakugan and Sharingan. And when he's not using it, and when he's not channeling chakra through his eyes, it will turn off. It will go back to his normal blue eyes, and Naruto will proceed everything. You understand what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Yeah. So let's get back into it. So Naruto goes back to his house and sleeps, but in this sleep, he has a dream. But he's reliving the day. He's reliving the day that he had, but his eyes, when he looks into the water, his eyes are purple with ripples. Naruto goes about to the training ground and sees the scroll of sealing that he took, because he's reliving his day, and he sees all the jutsu. His mind, his eyes copied everything that was there, and he sees other things like the shadow clone jutsu, what it's used for, but Naruto doesn't quite understand what it means by like collective memory. So, but he also sees the exploding shadow clone, which Naruto really wants to learn because it sounds cool. He sees the flying Raijin, not the deity gates, the Washiman gates, I think is the name. Think about, the jutsu that Orochimaru used to block Naruto's Bijou Bomb? It's that. And multiple other jutsus that I'm not gonna name right now, but I'm gonna Naruto's and the Shadow Shuriken jutsu. Naruto learns, he decides to learn the exploding shadow clone and the Shadow Shuriken jutsu. That's all. So Naruto wakes up off of his dream and he thinks about it, because I'm giving him a month to get his shit together. If you don't understand what I mean, I'm giving him a month to get his shit together. So Naruto decides on what he's going to do, and he decides, since he made a lot of shadow clones, he wants to leave here. Like, he doesn't want to stay here anymore. And he remembers the place that he went to as a kid. So he thinks, I could fix that place up, and then I could even train there, because he saw I had training equipment there. But how am I going to get the materials? He says, then he thought about it, the junkyard. He's seen a lot of people just put the things that they weren't using there. Even seen tools there. So he thinks, I could take the tools and I could take the materials to rebuild the house. Because remember that, not rebuild the house, we're in the training ground, because the thing is not broken or mashed up or destroyed. It's just have some old wood and stuff. So he'll just get that stuff. And he has paint there already from his pranks, so he can even repaint it. So Naruto decides this and decides when he gets up into the morning, he's gonna do that. So Naruto gets out of bed and just does what he said he was going to do. He gets up and he uses this as a form of strength training. So he carries all of the materials there by himself, but he uses shadow clones to fix the house. It takes at least 3-4 weeks to get that done. How much? Yeah, 3-4 weeks. And he, within those 3 4 weeks, he was also practicing the Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. He's mastered the exploding Shuriken Jutsu, but he hasn't mastered the Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. Surprisingly, the exploding Shadow Clone Jutsu wasn't that hard to actually get, so it wasn't that hard. And he was also trying to activate that eye thing he has. So no, Naruto doesn't have any abilities right now. He just has his recalling memory and stuff and all that. So it takes a week for this stuff to done, but Naruto still has to think about furniture. So he decides to move his bed and stuff, all the stuff that was in his normal apartment, into the bedroom, into the house. And he needs money, so he uses his sexy jutsu and alters a little bit to differentiate the hair color and get rid of the whiskers, so he can do some measly jobs within the village to earn income. And that takes up the rest of the month. So Naruto has a decent amount of money now, and especially with the money coming in from Federal Kage, he has a decent amount of money, and he has a new house with a training equipment. And Naruto was kind of living good, but this is not the only thing Naruto did. He wanted a new training outfit, so he just bought one, and I'll show you it here. Alright, so sorry for a bit. Hold up, sorry. Don't mind what you see. It's just a figment of my imagination. None of that's real. Let's pretend like half the things you saw there wasn't real. Just pretend. Just keep pretending. Like, think of happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Don't mind it. Just think happy thoughts, and everything's gonna go okay. Just think happy thoughts. Just think happy thoughts. Okay. Everything will be okay. So this is how Naruto looks. Yeah, this is his new outfit, and he covers his legs in bandages because of the sharp bands, and he covers the smooth part of his legs and his left arm, which is the arm that Naruto gets cut off in the future. That arm is covered in bandages from all the way down to his knuckles. Let's go back to the video. But yeah, so Naruto does everything, gets his new clothes, puts everything on, and he exits exit from his new house and goes off to the academy to get signed his team. So when Naruto enters, he yells Sakura-chan's name to get her attention again, but she promptly ignores Naruto and tries to talk to Sasuke. But let's not focus on Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura right now. Let's focus on other teams. The other people that are in the room that are the active, are not NPCs, is Shikamaru and Choji, which is the Inoshika Chochiro, which everybody knows is going to happen. And then there's Hinabi Hyuga, and Kiba Inuzuka, and also Shino Aburame. They are all going to be on a team, as everybody knows, because it was a special team with people debating it through the term, because both Hyuga Eris was there, and they didn't know what to do with them because they didn't have enough teams. So it was either she gonna have to get Ki back, or she was going to have to go on the extra. There was gonna have to be 4 people on the team, and the Third Hokage decided, with a little help from the Hyuga clan, to let Hinabi go with Hinata. And yeah, that's how that is. And the rest of the teams are in canon. Is that like there's only 4 teams? Only 2 teams that was actually useful. Oh damn. Am I missing anyone? No, they are. Team 10 is different. Okay, I understand. Okay, let's get back into the video. So the rest of the squad the Jonin instructors come and collect their come to collect their genin and stuff. So yeah, so they come to collect the genin and they do their thing, bro. It's basically what happened to Genin. Obviously Kakashi not coming. So eventually, after a long time, Naruto puts up the prank and it hits Kakashi, blah blah blah. So they go onto the roof. But this time, Naruto's... Well, actually, no, it wouldn't really change. Because I established he wants to become Hokage, blah blah blah. Yeah, it wouldn't really change. Huh. Weird. Anyways, so let's time skip to the actual test. So at first it goes in canon with Naruto, but remember Naruto copied the slight finesse of Kid Sasuke, which is Kid Sasuke wasn't a taijutsu master, but I'll be honest, Kid Sasuke looks better at fighting with technique than 13-year-old Naruto. Let's be honest. To be a fan of Naruto, you need to admit his flaws. Let's all be honest here. That's what that is. Okay, I'm just being honest. I'm just being the honest Joe. Okay. And Naruto fights a little better. It's to the point where people notice that Naruto's fighting a little better than a normal Genin. Not normal Genin. Just fighting better than he normally would. Even Sasuke realizes it. And he throws out his. He does do some tactics with his exploding Shadow Clone Jutsu and his Shadow Shuriken Jutsu, which is not as much as it would normally be with Naruto's chakra, but it's okay. It's okay. But the real thing starts is when Naruto is on the ropes, where Naruto gets thrown into the water and he comes out. But again, Naruto at this point is riled up. He's ready. He's ready to go, and he runs towards Kakashi, throwing hands after hand, and then Kakashi grips him, and Naruto is like trying to get away, and then a word pops into his mind: Almighty push. And Naruto says it, and he pushes away Kakashi. Kakashi was stunned for a bit, but realized Naruto could be a problem, and decides to take him out first. And he takes him out in a flash, without wasting any time, just making sure Naruto is not able to fight him. And the things go on the rest of canon. Like the Sakura sharing the meal, Naruto. Actually no, Naruto wouldn't be tied up to the post in this one, because he fought decently good, so it allowed him. And Sakura was the only one that was just taken out off the bat, so she would be the one tied up, and Naruto would obviously feed her. So yeah, Naruto fed her the food, and yeah. So the only thing is the Tazuna mission, but that will be in the next part of this video that will be coming out. Today is what? Thursday? I'll come out Friday. And if you guys don't know, my my schedule is Mondays and Fridays, and it will be alternate through the channels. Because if some of you know, I have 2 different channels, and I'm gonna change that channel name too. But yeah, this is it, guys. I hope to have many more videos like this, and I am committing to my stuff. So some days I will just have different things. But beyond that, guys, it's time for this video to end. Have a good day, have a good night, whatever you want me to say. Just have a good day.